welcome Overtone.
Please welcome Overtone.
I've always wanted to be on stage and in the music industry.
When I finished school, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to become. You know, I was just kind of stranded with the thought of, am I going to be an attorney or a rugby player?
I think like most fathers and mothers, they think all their children can sing, and my father just keeps on pushing me.
I'm Dina Eastwood, and this is the story of my band, Overtone.
We were on the verge of really giving up. It's been 2 years. We were struggling. We're 7 guys. You need to make a lot of money to feed 7 guys.
Yeah.
We were living off Maggie 2-minute noodles and staying together 3-4 in little apartments. And Dina walked in one night and our lives changed completely.
I went out with a few friends for ladies' night out in Cape Town, and we caught a little show.
What was your first thought when Dina Eastwood came and spoke to you guys?
I think about a day or two before we actually met her, me and Rian, we were walking down Long Street in Cape Town, and I said, and they were busy shooting a commercial. And I came up to the guys and said, hey guys, look, they're busy with Invictus. I just saw Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon. And all the guys went running, and of course I just fooled them. And 2 days later, when we did the show, Dina came up to us and said, hi, my name is Dina Eastwood. I don't know if you know my husband. He's actor-director Clint Eastwood.
No way.
And I was thinking, whatever, you know, one of these guys is just trying to get me back now.
So I hired him to perform for the cast and crew of the movie, and we kept in touch. And then Clint hired them to perform a lot of songs on the soundtrack for Invictus. But I thought there was more to this story, like fame in the USA. And from there, we were off to find a real manager, an agent, a record label, anything.
And we were on our way to Vegas, and we stopped in this strange little town called Crestline. And we all popped in to get some lifesavers and water and some novelty hats and just being silly. Got back into his car. Dina popped back into the store. I decided, well, that's the best time for me to get a photo in the driver's seat. So I handed Rian the camera and I said, just take a photo of me quickly. And I hopped into the front seat and somehow stepped on something or knocked it into gear. And it drove right through into the front of the shop.
It cost $180,000, and he's had it for about 4 days. That's the problem.
So what did they do while they were stranded? Sang, of course. Right up the street, deserted biker bar. Well, not totally deserted.
Wow. Will go down in history as the guy who crashed Clint's car.
So what can you tell us about Clint and Dina? What's your relationship with them like? What is it like being in their home?
Well, it feels like family. I mean, when we're with the Eastwoods, Dina's like a second mom to us, you know, and looks after us, and the hair must be right and all that small little things. And yeah, it really feels home.
Manager, surrogate mom, their friend, resident nag, big sister. I usually call them out alphabetically. There is Eddie, then Emil, then Ernie, then Rion, Ruan, Shane, and Tino. 7 guys, all from South Africa, totally different personalities. You know, it's a lot to process, actually.
And what other big celebrities have you met since you guys have made it big?
Wow, we've been really privileged enough to have met a lot of famous people in America, including obviously Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Matt Damon, Charlize Theron, Quincy Jones, Tony Bennett, a lot of people. There's a long list I can make of people we have met.
First South Africans on the George Lopez.
Yes, exactly.
And Overtones performed for superstars ranging from Hilary Swank to Sean Penn to Josh Groban.
It feels like a dream. It feels like we won the lotto. It feels awesome. Sometimes I have to pinch myself just to wake up. And when I pinch myself, and I realize, no, this is real.
You guys also got to appear on the Ellen show, which is epic. So how was that? What was it like backstage?
Wow. You know, it was like very nerve-wracking, I've got to say. You know, sit at the back and you see this huge screen of the live show going on. So you're sitting backstage and you're thinking to yourself, hell, I'm in America, backstage of Ellen DeGeneres. So you've got to like pinch yourself and just see, okay, well, this is real.
You've got 7 singers in one band, so I'm sure you guys must have some pretty funny stories about crazy things that have happened on stage, right?
Yeah, well, we've got a few. There's one like, when we did a tour with Green Valley Ray in Canada. So we're so used to everywhere in America, so we completely forgot we were in Canada. So like Emil was on stage and he was saying, thanks, we're going to bring our new single out in America right here. And
we were performing in Canada, so all the people were like, no, that's
but
not
eventually
right.
they thought it's a joke, so it went smooth.
Okay.
They thought it's staged. So.
Yeah.
And that was just the beginning.
Well, it goes to show hard work and determination do pay off. Take it away, guys.
Hear me say I'll rise up till the end. Hear me say I'll stand up for my friends. There's a noise in the crowd, but it's just my own shout. I stumble, I fall, and I pray. I hear you say your eyes see green again. In the end, we lift our golden hands. This will star you and I will be colorblind, and these are the lives we gave.